on the no insurance on April the 6th, 2023, and you couldn't find it or you didn't have it on August 31st, 2021?
No,
No what?
I didn't have it on me.
Okay.
I got a picture of it like on my phone.
Counsel, you want to talk to him?
Okay, sir, on that day, you didn't show the officer valid insurance that day, correct?
No, counsel, I don't want you to do it in front of me. So, all right.
Okay.
So,
Okay. I will put him back in the breakout room. Judge, can we just set Mr. Montgomery's tickets for a bench trial?
August the 10th at 9 a.m.
Zoom back in on that day, Mr. Montgomery.
Okay.
Bring all those documents with you, whatever you got. Bring
Okay.
them again. Okay.
Okay.
Okay, you're all set for today. We'll see you in August.
All right.
Thank you.
All right, sir, you're all set.
And we just have a plea on Mr. McDaniel, Judge.
Oh, yeah, I forgot about that. Ms. Shania McDaniels, unmute your microphone, state your full name, please.
Shania McDaniel.
All right, Mr. McDaniels, you have ticket number P1325730. On this ticket, you have 3 counts. Count 1, leave the scene of an accident with property damage. That's a misdemeanor. Count 2, fail to provide info regarding the accident. That's a misdemeanor. And count 3 is a civil infraction for no proof of insurance, but you paid that. So that is not part of the, that's already been resolved. You have P1325732. You have 2 misdemeanor charges, driver license not valid and fail to report an accident. That is, okay. All right. All right. That failed to report an accident. That's a duplicate charge. So we're not gonna, we're gonna automatically dismiss that one. That's the same date, same time, same accident. So, all right, I'm gonna dismiss that one. Then you have SP 11813461. You have no insurance. That is a misdemeanor. You have SP 11813462. Failed to display a valid operator's license. And let's see, is that it? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So there's 5 counts there. And yeah, so the one has already been resolved, and the one that I'm dismissing right up for it being a duplicate charge. So that leaves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Wait a minute, shake that again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's 5 counts.
Yeah.
All right, so, and how are we going to proceed on these today, Attorney Zoranic?
5730,
Well,
count 1 ticket.
well, let's see. So let's see if I dismiss the other 2 out already. Let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 7. Let's see, which one was that? 732. Okay, well, that was already going to be dismissed. So the offer was that there was just going to be a plea to 2 counts anyway, and that would be on 730, leave the scene of an accident. That would be as charged, and on the other charge,
That's going to be
of,
reduced down to drag racing. Judge.
Okay, which one would be reduced to drag racing?
The 730, count 1.
Leaving the scene of a property damage accident?
Right.
And that, okay,
Yeah,
that would
those
be
are
reduced to
later.
drag racing.
Right.
Okay. And, all right. The other one was gonna be dismissed by the people anyway, so. So the other charge would be 3462. And that would be the fail to display. All right, so just the 2 counts.
Right.
All right. All right. Miss McDaniel, you understand that all of the counts would be dismissed except for 2. The one count of leaving the scene of an accident, which would normally be a 6-point ticket, and driver suspension would be reduced to a 4-point ticket. And that is not, there is no license suspension that comes along with that charge. The other charge that you would be pleading to would be SP 11813462, which is failed to display a valid license. And yeah, that's not a reduction. That is already failed to display. And the other matters would be dismissed. Is that what you want to do, ma'am?
Yes.
Turn your camera on, Ms. McDaniel. Thank you. I need you to raise your right hand and state your full name.
Shania McDaniel.
Do you swear or affirm to tell the complete truth?
Yes.
You may lower your hand, Ms. McDaniel. Ms. McDaniel, you understand that you have a constitutional right to go to trial and challenge these matters?
Yes.
But if you plead guilty or responsible, you give up that right. You understand that?
Yes.
In this case, you would be pleading to 2 misdemeanors, so you'd be giving up your right to have a trial. You understand that?
Yes.
And are you pleading guilty, ma'am, of your own free will?
Yes.
Are you pleading guilty because you are in fact guilty?
Yes.
On P1325730 on the date of March the 9th of 2022, were you driving a motor vehicle in the area of Robeson and Pickford in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
Were you involved in an accident, ma'am?
Yes.
Did you stick around or did you leave, ma'am? Did you talk to the police at that time?
No.
Did you exchange any information with anyone?
Yes.
You did?
Yes.
You exchanged information with the other person that was involved with the accident?
Yes.
So you got information and you gave your information to the other person?
Yes. That's how
Counsel, I don't, go ahead, ma'am.
I was saying that's how the officers were able to even write me ticket, because we waited around for like an hour for them to come. Nobody ever came. So we had both said that we were gonna leave, and we exchanged. She gave me her number and name and stuff, and I gave her mine, and then I got the tickets in the mail.
Counsel, it doesn't sound like that's a valid charge.
So, ma'am, how did the officers get the information to get you the ticket?
I'm assuming from her. I don't know, because I never spoke to anybody.
So you gave to the other and then left?
I'm sorry.
Isn't that what you?
I
What
couldn't
did you
hear
say,
what
counsel? Counsel, I couldn't hear you. You were breaking
gave
up.
some information to the other driver,
Yes.
some other driver, and then you left.
Well, not immediately. Like, so we got into the accident. we both got out, called our parents and things like that. We called the police. I think she called the police on her phone after she had talked to her mom. I was sitting in my car talking to my mom. We waited around for about an hour. Her people's pulled up. They waited around with us. Nobody still came. So we exchanged numbers because I had to go get my mom from work, and then I left. And I assumed that she left too because they were getting in their car. But I guess they stayed around maybe longer, and then maybe they showed up or something. But I never had no interaction with the police myself.
So you left before the officer got there, right?
Yeah.
Counselor, sounds like she did what she was supposed to do. She waited, she provided the information. That's I don't know what else you're required to do.
Officer Hampton or Corporal Hampton?
Yes,
Is that your
Corporal Hampton.
understanding of?
yes, sir. Sir?
Yeah, I
Daniel
guess
states that
the question is, officer, is Miss McDaniels is saying that she was in an accident. She provided information to the other party and she waited around for an hour. What more would be required of her?
Well, considering there was a video of when the accident happened, what time it was, and also the time that I arrived and the time that I did the accident, which all was less than 45 minutes, sir.
Okay, but she provided information. It's not like she ran away. So, right? I mean, I was in a minor accident and we exchanged information and I decided that I was not going to pursue the person who ran into the back of me. I decided I was not going to pursue it. So, but I still provided the information in case there was anything that came up. We both exchanged information. So I'm not sure what else, it's not like the person left and did not leave information for accountability.
I think what it is the fact that the property owner's property got damaged by the other vehicle. Matter of fact, that vehicle was still sitting in the yard when I got there.
You mean the other person involved in the accident?
Correct.
Yeah, but if Miss McDaniels left all her information there, it was so there could be some follow-up. It's not like they, just left the scene and did not leave information so there could be follow-up.
Well, the other person involved never had Miss Daniels' information.
Well, she just said she provided it.
I'm sorry.
I got my information.
Hold on. Let me ask a question. Miss McDaniels.
Yes.
Do you have the other person's information?
Yes, I still have it right now.
Let me see it.
It's wrote down in my notes. Her name is, hold on 1 second. We gave each other names, numbers.
I just want a last name. That's all I want. I don't want all the information out there. So
Watson.
Is that the name, officer, of the other party?
Yes, sir.
So it does sound like they exchanged information. So I think the problem comes when somebody just flees and they don't give any information. So if you just leave, just have an accident and just leave, but if you stop and share information, I think that's what's required to do, because then that, you're accepting, there's got to be some accountability. I know that like I said, I've done that twice where it was accidents and was just standing around and, we just exchanged information. And then we went on to, one time I drove to the police station, one time I didn't, because I decided I didn't want to pursue it because, it was a young person that was involved in the accident with me. If they actually hit me, but I didn't want that to go on their record. And it was like a 18-year-old, and I knew her insurance was going to go crazy. So, and it was such a minor accident for minor damage to my car that I just decided to fix that myself. So, but both parties stopped, and then we both drove on. So, I'm not sure that that's if information are provided, that's the intent of that statute says leaving the scene, because then that sounds like a person who's trying to escape responsibility. So,
well, unfortunately, Your Honor, the defendant here was not there at the scene to give me her side of the story. So the only part of the story I had was the people still on scene.
Oh,
Even
no,
with
no, I'm not saying that
the-
there was any type of adjudication, but she left her name so she said she left her name so she could be contacted by the police or the other party or the insurance companies or things of that nature. So, but you're saying that the other party did not give you information that said that she had that there was any exchange of information. Is that what you're saying?
That's correct, Your Honor. They
Okay.
they denied the fact
Oh,
because she wasn't
okay.
there, to defend herself. So
Okay. All right. Well, then what we'll do is we'll schedule it for trial and have that other party come in, and then that way, certainly, okay, we'll just schedule it for trial.
How did you track down Miss McDaniel? Through a license plate number?
yeah, and she was not at fault of the accident either.
The video showed that?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, then that actually seemed like this would even be harsh if she wasn't even the person who did it, who caused the accident, but now she's gonna there are some things that's called basic justice, and I sometimes she did not cause an accident, but we're gonna do something else to her because the other person didn't provide the information that she said she provided to them. So, so, ma'am, let me ask you one last question. You said you got the name of Watson, is that correct?
Yes.
Did you also get a telephone number?
Yes.
What's the last two digits?
Give me 1 second.
Officer Hampton, did you get a telephone number as well from the complainant or the person that you spoke to?
The only phone number I got from was the property owner of the property that was damaged. I didn't get the other victim.
That's not the person that was driving the vehicle. Is that what you're saying?
Correct.
Okay. All right. Well,
I'm inclined to believe what the defendant here is saying. She just was not there to defend.
no, I understand that. But the whole purpose of that statute is for people who just leave, and she said she did not leave. So just leave. She said she exchanged information because certainly we've all had some experiences like that. Like I know I waited around for a long time one time, and we just exchanged information. We went our own ways, and we just contacted our own insurance companies. But certainly, I don't know. I think if you have a video saying that she didn't cause the accident, it might be somebody else's interest to say it and make it sound like she was at cause and now she disappeared and didn't, provide any information or wait for. Because if in fact you had shown up, you would have just determined that it was not her fault and she would have went on her way. Correct?
Correct, Your Honor.
Okay.
I'm trying to find the notes that I just had brought up with it on there.
Don't worry about it, ma'am. Because unless Officer Hampton has some additional reason he wants to go forward with this, I think it would be a miscarriage of justice if you would not cause the accident. So,
looking at the accident, Honor, apparently I wrote the other person accident for tickets for causing the accident.
Yeah,
I did.
but it sounds like so. But so it sounds like if we go forward, this person gets probably as great a charge as the other person.
Yeah, I wrote them on failure to yield the right of way, failure to use due care and caution. Yeah, that's what I wrote for them.
Yeah. So, all right. So everybody get a ticket that day. Huh? So, do you have any reason why you want to pursue this, Officer Hampton? That charge?
Well, under these circumstances with this information, I'm very inclined to drop it, Your Honor.
Yeah,
But it's,
that sounds like something that might be appropriate in this particular case. Now, Miss Miss McDaniel, that would
Yes.
go to those specific charges, not to let's see, what else did you have? Not the insurance charges and things of that nature. That you're still accountable for.
Okay.
All right.
The remaining part of the offer, Judge, was plead to a failure to display.
Actually, I think they've made a better offer because they were dismissing something that was heavy. So I think they may want to look at this again and see what the charges they're going to make, make her plead to. So we, Officer Hampton, Corporal Hampton, thank you so much for, that was very, very helpful that you had the note saying that this Ms. McDaniel was not responsible. And I think it would be a miscarriage of justice if she says she traded information. In fact, she has to do something if she has the names of the victim, of the other person. So, so even if it's 45 minutes, how long do you wait if the police don't arrive right away or in a reasonable amount of time? As she indicated here, she had to go pick her mother up and things of that nature. It's just only so long that you're gonna stand around and wait. And if you trade information and you can, I think that you've done what you're supposed to do. And like I said, in my case, I never contacted the police. I have all that information, but I never contacted the police because I did not want to make a police report against an 18-year-old and have her insurance go up. But I don't think it would be right then if I got a ticket for leaving the scene where my property damage was minimal. I don't know what it was in this particular case, but that was my choice to not pursue that. So sounds like at least they traded information so they could do whatever they had to do. In any event, Ms. McDaniel, Corporal Hampton, we no longer need you for this particular case, but thank you for your honesty and what we did here. I think it's the right thing to do. So you can sign off, sir.
Have a good day, Your Honor. Take care.
You as well. Okay, what was left? So that's going to be gone. The accident stuff is going to be gone. The okay. We are going to do the fail to display. Council, we're going to do 2 fail to displays. You want to talk to Miss McDaniels about that?
Okay. Ms. McDaniel, I'm going to move you to a breakout room.
Okay.
What's Goss's number? I just want to tell you.
Crystal, could you put me in? We're ready, please, Judge, when you're ready.
I won't talk to him about that.
Okay, all right. Yes, sir, counsel.
We're ready for the plea for the two failure to displace, Judge.
Okay, all right, then we're gonna do that, so. All right, Miss McDaniel, I've already sworn you. You understand the ticket that we're pleading to? 1 second.
Give her an opportunity. She already got screwed over already. Give her 3 month delay on allowance.
Okay,
So she can get an opportunity to get her driver's license.
okay. All right, Miss McDaniel, the prosecutor was just in here and he sweetened the offer a little bit. He said, we're gonna let you plead to 2 cases. We're allowing, Phil. Wait a minute, allowing, what is he saying? I thought he said, 1 second.
Allowing the licensed driver to drive 3 months late.
Okay, what we're gonna do is we're gonna give you a deal where we're gonna write a ticket that says you allowed someone else. It's just it's a fiction now. Allowing someone else to drive your vehicle without a driver's license, you're gonna get a 3 month delayed sentence on it, which means in 3 months, if you pay those tickets, which is gonna be $425 total. If you've paid those tickets in 3 months, those matters would be dismissed and they won't be on your record. Everything else will be dismissed today.
Okay.
All right. Okay. So you understand that, right?
Yes.
Okay. All right. Let me find. So on the first one, P1325732, on the date of March the 9th, 2022, were you operating a motor vehicle? No. Yes. Were you operating a motor vehicle without a valid license?
Yes.
All right. On that ticket, ma'am, we'll find you guilty of the amended reduced charge allowing an unlicensed driver. On the other ticket, and that charge is going to be $225. On ticket number SP118134662, on the date of March 28, 2021, were you driving a motor vehicle without a valid license on that date?
Yes.
I'll find you guilty of the amended charge of allowing an unlicensed driver to operate a motor vehicle. And I'm going to give you a fine of $225 for each one of them. That's a total of $450. How much time do you need to pay that now?
A week.
That's not really giving you any time. That's within the window. I'm just saying if you need some additional time, if you need 30 days, you need 60 days, you need something like that, or where you want, if you want to spread it out and pay 20 here, 40 there, however you want to pay it, I'll give you 60 days. How about that?
Okay.
Actually, that's what I would do. I'm gonna give you 90 days, ma'am, because that's gonna be the time frame that we're gonna look at it, and if you have not picked up any other tickets or anything else like that, then these matters will be dismissed. Okay,
Okay.
so I need you to pay it by 90 days would be September 26, 2023, but that's when I would have looked at it. So I need you to pay it at least a week before that, September 26, whatever the week is before that. Let me see. That way, when we look at it, it'll be in the system and we'll see it paid and these matters will be dismissed.
Okay.
Let's see. So let me look at a calendar. 1 second. September 26. Oh, that's not my calendar. That's the calendar. September 26th. Have it paid by September the 19th, ma'am.
Okay.
All right. It's $450. Do you know how and where to pay, ma'am?
Yes.
All right, then you can take care of that. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Okay. Thank you so much.
Oh, on that September the 26th, if you paid and you've not picked up any other tickets, you don't have to come back. We'll just pay
Okay.
it. Now, if you want to come back and hear me say it's dismissed, you can do that, but
Okay.
you don't have to. Okay. All right. Good luck to you, ma'am.
Thank you. You as well.
Mhm. I think the right thing happened today.
All right, I believe we are done. That is it. Slow and steady, but we got there.
Yay.
So I will see you tomorrow, Cynthia. Attorney Zaretta, always a pleasure. Huh?
You said
Right, you
tomorrow?
too.
Oh, no, I won't be here,
You won't?
but we got a docket tomorrow.
I didn't know that.
Oh, yeah, that's
Okay.
right. I forgot.
Oh, you forgot to tell me?
I forgot to tell everybody. I forgot I won't be here.
You forgot you're not gonna be here? So you could have came and said, oh, I forgot I'm not.
Oh, no, I was remembered in the morning.